Job chapter 5, verse 20, and it reads, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Next, double honors to the head apostle / elder bishops of Great Millstone, the one that taught us the 100% truth according to the Bible. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere items. Keep pushing, keep believing, keep the faith. Regardless of people here, football, look, ain't no plan B. People still trying to figure out what we're going to do when shit hit the fan. The same thing our forefathers did, trust in the Lord. We ain't got no plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, all that, all the way to Z. We don't have that. You got these doomsday preppers, people with bunkers, storing up food and all that. We ain't got none of that, man. We've been having, now we got a little bit of extra food in the crib, so forth and so on. But when all hell breaks loose, we ain't depending on that. Heck, you might not even be at home. We might not even be at home when shit pop off. You might be at work. You see, you might be on the bus or something. You might be just driving your car, coming home from work, or you might be on your way to work, and all hell break loose. The scriptures tell us not to go back home. Don't try to go back home and grab nothing. What are we gonna do when all hell break loose? Continue to trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Remember, Isaiah 33:6, knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the scriptures shall be the stability of thy time, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? Let's get this again. Job chapter 5. I was just watching the elder brother from New York, Amawan Gabar video. Somebody came on the comment board, on one of his videos on the live stream he did, and asked him what is he gonna do when all hell breaks loose, when pretty much SHTF, when shit hit the fan. What is he gonna do? What are we gonna do? Continue to trust in the Lord, because we don't control that. I mean, what the hell can we do? But trust in the Lord. Remember Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Daniel in the lion's den. All our forefathers. Once again, I'm saying, look what, and once again, I'm saying, I was thinking about this earlier. Usually when Israel's in dire straits and our back is up against the wall, the Lord performs a miracle. Look at what happened when we was coming out of ancient Egypt. What did the Lord did? He opened up the sea, man. Israel backs was up against the wall. Pharaoh was coming to take them out. Pharaoh was pretty much coming, to get his slaves, man, so he could put them back into hard bondage. And what happened? A miracle was performed, right? A miracle was performed. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, Daniel in the lion's den. What happened? A miracle was performed. And bear with me. Every time my back was up against the wall, a miracle was performed, right? So let's get this again. Job chapter 5. Remember, we ain't got no plan B, C, D, E, F, G. None of that. All the way to Z. It's just playing Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, right? We ain't got no underground bunker with a whole lot of food to stash. You see, and all this, and the third. It is what it is. Job chapter 5, verse 20, and it reads, in famine, when it's a lack of food, when it's a lack of water, he shall redeem thee from death. Remember, my servant shall eat, my servant shall drink. Remember that. That's why we need to be just getting it in right about now for Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. This ain't the time to be lightening up. This is the time to be tightening it up, right? It says, and in war from the power of the sword, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it comes. What type of spirit is the Lord gonna put on us, Lord, when we are that number? You got to think to yourself, what type of spirit is Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua going to put upon us if we're going to laugh at destruction when it cometh, man? Because once again, Isaiah 33:6, and knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the scriptures shall be the stability of thy time, strip of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? It says, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. What type of spirit is the Lord going to have on us, Lord? What are we of that number? Starting off with the head apostles. Neither shall thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Because these animals that's in these zoos is getting out. These animals that are hiding out in these woods, they're coming out. All right? The Lord said, we're not going to be, Lord, when are we of that number? We're constantly praying that we're part of that number. The Lord said, look, you're not going to be afraid when these vicious creatures are roaming through the streets, coming through the neighborhoods, devouring people at will. The Spirit's creative vengeance, right? It says, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the earth. It's like it, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. So, who's making all that happen? The Lord. So you wanna know what we're gonna do when shit hit the fan? Continue to trust in the Lord, because we can't do nothing else. Lord controlling everything. You see? Look at our forefathers. I want to go back here. Just something quick. Like I said before, I was watching the elder brother Amawan Gabar video. And somebody came on his comment and said, what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? Well, what are you going to do when all hell break loose? And he told them, continue to trust in the Lord. As always, as we always been doing, constantly trusting in Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, who he equally called God and Jesus. Let's get this. Sirach chapter 2. Just here's some points right quick. Because remember, the Lord always performed miracles when Israel's back was up against the wall. When Israel was in dire straits, a miracle was performed, man. Look at Elijah. He called fire down from heaven, man, and burned up a whole lot of troops. He actually called fire from heaven. He was in dire straits. He called fire from heaven in the name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Once again, Daniel in the lion's den. The Lord had Habakkuk take Daniel some food. Take Daniel some food to Babylon. Habakkuk didn't even know where Babylon was at. The Lord had Habakkuk take him dinner too. He took him dinner, Israel. You see? Not no damn snack. He took Daniel dinner in the lion's den, right? Meshach, Shamrech, and Abednego. Look what happened to them. The Lord didn't never forsake them. Let's get this. Sirach chapter 2, verse 10, and it reads, look at the generations of old and see. Did ever any trust in the Lord, have faith in the Lord, and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? No and no. Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? None. None. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua despised no Israelite that called upon them, man. None whatsoever, right? None whatsoever. Look at this, Israel. Baal and the dragon, right? Chapter 1, verse 37, right? And Habakkuk, we just talked about that, right? The prophet Habakkuk cried, saying, oh, Daniel. Remember, Daniel was in the lion's den? Oh, Daniel, take the dinner which the Most High have sent thee. You see that? Habakkuk took Daniel dinner in the lion's den. This is the power. No, we ain't got no damn plan B. We ain't got no plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, all the way down to Z. We don't have no underground bunker. All we got is faith in Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, to believe in something that we haven't seen. And going right back, what is that? Hebrews, the 11th chapter. Matter of fact, we're going to get that next too. Baal and the dragon, right? Chapter 1, verse 37, because we read Sirach chapter 2, right? Verse 10. Look at the generations of old. These are the records. I'm excited right about it. These are records. These scriptures give me hype. It's on the way. Every time I read them, man. Get excited, man. Our forefathers cried unto the Lord, and the Lord heard them, man. You see? Sent deliverers, sent saviors, sent food, sent help. All the above. Baal and the dragon, chapter 1, verse 37. And Habakkuk cried, saying, oh, Daniel, take the dinner which the Most High have sent thee. That's how the Most High feels about his elect of the nation of Israel. Remember, he said in famine and destruction, thou shalt laugh. You see? Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6, and it reads, but without faith to believe in something that you haven't seen, right? But without faith, Daniel had faith in Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh, right? And we're going to, Lord willing, we're going to get a couple more examples, right? And what happened? You see? What happened? Habakkuk brung him dinner, not a snack, but dinner, man, all right? And dinner, you go into the definition for the word dinner, you go into the etymon for the definition for the word dinner. It's pretty much going a meal fixed for someone that's pretty much special. A dinner is for a person that's being honored. You see? So we don't take dinner lightly, right? Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Are you diligently seeking the Lord? You see? Because a guy that came on Elder Amwan Gabar's page on his live stream left a comment and said, what are you going to do when shit hit the fan? Continue to trust in the Lord. No, what are you going to do? We're going to continue the Lord willing, trusting Yahweh, but Shemel, shall bear with me. It's like you had to answer the door. This is Hebrews chapter 6. It's like Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. And it reads, but without faith, without believing in something that we haven't seen, it is impossible to please him. Because remember, we ain't got no plan B. We don't have a plan B. It's only plan Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh, who you're able to call God and Jesus, right? But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Remember, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard what the Lord got prepared for those that wait for him. Yeah, we're waiting on the Lord. And at the same time, while we wait, we're pushing this word to the best of our ability. In season, instant, in season, out of season, always ready to teach. Always ready to teach. And Lord willing, in that day when all hell breaks loose, we'll be able to dig in that spiritual bank account and pull a miracle out of that thing. We're living in a time of miracles. Remember, anytime Israel back was up against the wall and they was in dire straits, the Lord performed a miracle every time, Israel. Every time. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Remember, we don't have a plan B. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord, Yahweh, through his only begotten son, Yahweh, shall with all thine heart, all your mind, and lean not into thine own understanding. So it ain't no plan B. Once again, Israel, when shit hit the fan, it ain't no plan B. We continue to trust in Yahweh through his only begotten son. That's it. Ain't no plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, all the way to Z. No, it's only plan Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh. Once again, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord, all caps, the Most High Yahweh. Through his only begotten son, have faith, have confidence in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding. And that's the majority of people on the face of the earth. They're leaning into their own understanding. They really think they know what they're gonna do when all hell breaks loose. Hell, how you know what you're gonna do when all hell breaks loose when you don't even know when it's gonna break loose? You see? This thing gonna be more mental than anything. And it's gonna get physical, of course, but it's gonna be more mental. You see, we're going to have to rely more and more on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, just like our forefathers. And remember the things that are written. Let's get that right quick. Let's just get that right quick. Look, there's no plan B, Israel. What are we going to do when shit hit the fan? Continue to trust in the Lord. Let's get this. Romans chapter 15. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. And it reads, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, the whole elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, that we, through patience, got to suffer. Our forefathers, they always suffered, but a miracle was always performed. You see, and remember, the Lord ain't going to put us through nothing we can't handle, right? and that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. So what gives us hope? When all hell breaks, when shit hit the fan, what is going to give us hope? The scriptures. Meditating upon the scriptures, where the Lord said when this happened, he was going to do this, then the third. We just got to just wait. See what the Lord going to do. But the Lord is going to do something. And you can believe that the Lord going to do something. And you can believe that, Israel. We just read about Daniel. Right now we're reading about Meshach, Shamrach, and Abednego. Right? Listen to this. A prayer of Azariah, right? Chapter 1, verse 26. But the angel of the Lord came down into the oven. Israel, are you not reading the scripture? Are you not reading the scripture? Are you not seeing these miracles that are being performed? I mean, out of this world miracles too. But the angel of the Lord, this is Lord Yahushua, came down into the oven. Lord Yahushua came and got into the oven with Shamrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You see? What it say? But the angel of the Lord came down into the oven. Got right into the oven, right? Together with Azariah and his fellows, and smoked the flames of the fire out of the oven, man. That's when the king looked in there and said, yo, we threw 3 men in there, but I see 4. And it looks like the Son of Man. Lord Yahushua was in there, man. Protecting Meshach, Shamrach, and Abednego, man. We ain't got no plan B. We ain't got no plan C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. We ain't got none of those. We just got plan Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua. You see? This is a power. Remember the things that are written aforetime. And I'm getting hyped right about now. But the angel of the Lord, the things that are written aforetime were written for our learning. But the angel of the Lord came down into the oven, man. Our faith is going to be tested first, though, with Azariah and his fellows, and smoked the flame of the fire out of the oven, man. That's a miracle. That's what we're trusting in. That's what we're trusting in. You see? Lord's will. First Maccabees chapter 2. Remember, Israel, we ain't got no plan B. What are we going to do when shit hit the fan? Continue to trust in the Lord like our forefathers did. First Maccabees chapter 2. We'll start at verse, let's see, bear with me. The whole chapter is a wonderful read. It's an uplifting read. It's a faith booster, you see? But for the process of time, I started 50. It says, now therefore, my sons, Bun Yasha Allah, right? Be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives. Remember, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord will give thee a crown of life. Remember, give your lives for the covenant of your fathers. Our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, our forefathers, right? Look, call to remembrance. Remember, we ain't got no plan B, Israel. We don't have a plan B. I'm getting very excited right about now. Call to remembrance. Remember the things that are written aforetime were written for our learning. Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time. So shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name. They trusted in the Lord until their dying day, man. And they receive an everlasting name. Everybody know about Job. You see? Everybody know about Jeremiah. Everybody knows about Shamrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace. Everybody knows about our forefather Daniel in the lion's den, right? Everybody knows about our forefather Moses. Everybody knows about our forefather King David, right? And the other mighty men. Everybody know about the 7 sons. You know what I'm saying? And their mama. You see? Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation? And it was imputed unto him for righteousness. Just going through it right quick. Listen up, Israel. We don't have a plan B. Joseph, in the time of his distress, kept the commandment and was made Lord of Egypt. You see? Phoenice, our father, is in being zealous and fervent on fire for the Lord, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood. Joshua, because you look up that name, Jesus goes back to Joshua, for fulfilling the word was made a judge in Israel, Caleb for bearing witness before the congregation received the inheritance of the land, got delivered into the promised land. You see? David, King David, for being merciful, possessed the throne of an everlasting kingdom. Elias, for being zealous and fervent for the law, was taken up into heaven into a chariot, man. Elijah, man, was taken into a chariot, man. You see? For having faith in Yahweh. Listen to him. Ananias, Azarias, and Mishael. Remember, Shemrek, Meshach, and Abednego in the fiery furnace by believing, having faith in the Lord, not having a plan B, not having a plan C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, so forth and so on, up to Z. No. For believing in the Lord, by believing, having faith in Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, were saved out of the flame. And we read about that. We read about that. You see? Daniel, in his innocency, was delivered from the mouth of lions. And at the same time, Habakkuk brought him food. We read about that. Habakkuk brought him dinner. You see? And thus consider ye throughout all ages, that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome. That's faith in the Lord. Did you hear that, Israel? We don't have a plan B. This video right here was pretty much inspired by the live stream Amawan Gabar, Elder Amawan Gabar did. You know what I'm saying, earlier, about this guy coming on the comment board saying, what are you going to do when shit hit the fan? This is what we're going to do. Put our trust in Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, like our forefathers did. Abaratazah, man, Lord's will. You see? And thus consider ye throughout all generations, throughout all ages, that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome. And it's just beautiful, Israel. We don't have a plan B. That's the name of this lesson. We don't have a plan B. It's only plan Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. That's it, Israel. We don't have a plan B. Shalom.